Welcome back to my 100% playthrough of Heretic on the Black Plague Possesses the difficulty, played through the Heretic plus Hexen re-release on the Kex Engine. We are doing all levels with a 1 start, and this is E6M2, the Water Shrine. And I have a question for you. Do you like fighting Disciples of the Spiral? Well, this map consists almost entirely of them. And we're going to start off by fighting 4 of them in a somewhat open space. And one's behind a fake wall too. That's even better. Huh. Well, here's a bag of holding. We got the crossbow to start, obviously. We can get a quartz flask. You can get some crystal vials that are lying around here. And at this point, you will probably have also woken up these other disciples who are waiting for you. And you may or may not run out of ammo, but there are quivers and other arrow pickups that you can get. And you can even use a wand if you feel like it. But what I'm trying to do here is get the disciples to move around so that they'll be all bunched up and it'll be easier to dodge the projectiles. But this one's being a bit stubborn, so let's get him out of the way. Alright, that should be all the disciples in this immediate area taken care of. Let's grab some more ammo. Let's go into here, grab some extra stuff that we can find in there. And now we can press both of these buttons. One here, one here. Now the second button, I believe, opens up this portal, but we're going to ignore it for the time being and just wake up more disciples. Trust me. You want these guys to come out and probably come over here so that you can fight them in a space with cover, because I don't know if you saw the water. It's going in a weird direction, but it pushes you back towards here. So being in a place that doesn't have any like wind slash carrying sectors will be quite beneficial for you. It'll make these guys easier to fight. Of course, fighting enemies on any sort of carrying sector would also be obnoxious, so we're avoiding that in general, really. And sometimes these guys just come straight from this hole. They go into the fake wall and emerge from the little hole. Very silly. Anyways, let's just mow down the rest of these guys with our trusty crossbow. You might get hit a little bit. There's still quartz flasks go around. There's a total of like 16, I believe, on this level on Black Plague and Smite Meister, but there are also plenty of crystal vials as well. Case in point. Wake up some more miscreants. This one's kind of hard to wake up at first unless you really go to this area. But yeah, I'm not moving at all. This is a carrying sector. Quite a strong one too. Anyways, let's get rid of this disciple and go into these hidey holes. Speaking of hidey holes, there's another disciple here. Conveniently placed. This hidey hole has a tome of power and a few time bombs of the ancients. So make sure you grab that. And before I go into this hidey hole, let's grab those crystal vials. But it just has 3 other time bombs and some fire gargoyles, which are the only other real enemy you'll encounter on this map. Again, you could use the wand to snipe these guys every now and then. It may work in your favor, but sometimes it's a bit time-consuming, but it is a hit-scan weapon. But yes, there's another disciple in that area. Let's go to the left immediately to grab the silver shield, and then take a right into this area to kill these gargoyles guarding time bombs of the ancients. You should have a total of 12 at this point, I believe. But I'm not going to use them here. You do get another Tome of Power, however, which is very nice to have. Anyways, that should be all the things to clear out. But while we're here, make sure you grab that Quartz Flask as well. You might need it, and it also counts towards the item count, so be careful you don't miss it. Anyways, since this portal opened up by pressing that button over there, we can now go through it. And let's immediately take a right and then a left in a zigzag motion. We're waking up these disciples. I think we woke up most of them, but you can use these pillars as cover for the most part. I believe there's like one around each corner, but we woke up one or two near the edges. And that's actually a good thing, because we got rid of them earlier. It's a bit harder to hit scan Harry these guys, just due to the sheer size of their projectiles and the fact that they can like attack in an arc. It can be pretty annoying to do. But anyways, now that they are dead, we can go into this area, get rid of this disciple, and if you want, you can grab the silver shield if you took a lot of damage in that previous area. But speaking of disciples, look, wow, isn't that surprising that there are more disciples here? And look at this, like, kind of church-looking area. This might be the water shrine from the water shrine. But you can play a funny game of peekaboo with these guys, for the most part. And they will usually corral into a pretty nice spot until you hang around a bit too long or here. Then they'll start coming in. But this works too because it's a potential spot to do some hit scan Harry shenanigans. Potential, not definite. Stuff like that is why I still like to do the peekaboo strat. Anyways, yes, we did take a lot of damage, and before we go any further, I'm going to make sure that we are properly prepared by grabbing these extra crystal vials. I'm saving the Quartz Flask for that one big fight. No, there isn't really that much of a big fight in this level, but still. Waste not, want not, right? I believe we grabbed all of them. Yeah, we did. Okay, so finally grabbing this. And now we're going down into here. And yes, there are 2 disciples. What a surprise. Now, if you're worried about dedicating, because you can't go back from here, you can just open the stained glass window up and fight the disciple in it, because of course there's one. He may or may not drop a Tome of Power, you never know. But either way, this is the way back. And also, there's a chance you might get a Fire Mace in this spot here. I found it in a, when I was routing this level, but your mileage may vary. Anyways, let's go right into the center so we can wake up more disciples. Let's see how much we can take. Because there's should be like 4 in this area, maybe 5. Let's see if the auto aim will cooperate. Just get rid of them like so, you should be good to go. Anyways, now we got all that out of the way, we're dropping down onto this pillar, which will reveal this button. And likewise, there's another button over here that will open this area up, but it has disciples in it, so watch out for that. What a surprise, more disciples, more! More, damn you, more. So these are the stained glass windows that some disciples will be shooting from. Anyways, when we go into here, this door will close behind you, and you'll be stuck in the strobe area forever until you leave the fake walls, or fake windows. Alright, you can access them again by pressing both of the buttons on the left and right. In order to get this button again, you have to land on this platform that has an ethereal crossbow and some other doohickeys. But when you're ready, when you're truly ready, you can go right to where this is on the left side, and it will take you down to a place full of fire gargoyles. Don't you love fire gargoyles? No? Well, too bad, because there's tons of them here. If you want to be cheeky, you can use time bombs, but you'll probably get hit before you can place it in a good spot. Well, no one said being a heretic was easy. Also, this area is a stairway leading back up to here. So, if you want to go back for whatever reason, or if you try to cross this and you fall into the stairway, there's a bit of a shortcut now. Now let's cross it like so. You can strafe run. I think you can get across it without strafe running, but I like to strafe run. And these guys will fire pretty impotently at you, which is funny until they get around it. So I'm just gonna head out. I'm finally gonna use some of those sippy juice pickups. That one disciple, he scared me. You could also use a Phoenix Rod, provided you don't aim directly into the walls. Just be careful, these guys flicker, so it might go right through them at the right time. You never know. As for these guys, though, we can definitely hit scan harry these guys because of the pillars. Like so. Anyways, in order to access this area, we'll have to go a little bit further in. Fight some fire gargoyles, stuff like that. You know the drill. We can get the gauntlets of the necromancer out of it, though. I think we can shock some enemies. And I think those projectiles just went through the wall. Unfortunate. But we can also use the crossbow in enclosed spaces like this. Also really good at dealing with enemies that way. But now we run the little gauntlet there, we can get the hell staff out of this area. Also go here to get the mystic urn. If you're quick enough, you can grab both and have time to get on the lift. You want to get on the lift so you can press this button. And you can also, from here, ride these up, go on the barrels, get an enchanted shield. Now we have that, and we press the button. These areas are opened up, which will make life so much easier. Probably. Let's play some time bombs. This is one of those cases where instead of waste not whatnot, you can just say use them if you got them when it comes to items like time bombs. Since I'm an old school gamer, I'm manually selecting the items as opposed to the quick keys. Quick keys can very much make your life easier with selecting time bombs, quartz flasks, so on and so forth. Here's another opportunity to troll some disciples. Like so. Let's put a time bomb here. Time bomb there. Since he didn't want to die, I just blow him up. And this we'll return to later. For now, we're going to grab that bag of holding and another quartz flask. And if you want to lighten up the place, you can do it like so. But now we've done all that, we can go down this area, press this button. Here's another hell staff. I'm going to shoot once just to grab it. Totally unnecessary, but it's still very funny. But now we press that button, we have access to this area, which gives us a ring of invincibility. And at last, we can also press this button, which reveals more disciples of the Sparrow. What a surprise. What a shocker. I could have never seen this coming. Well, here's another chance to get the Dragon Claw. Just in case you missed it. One more time bomb for the road. There you go. And now I'm going to use a combo of, you know what, Phoenix Rod, powered Ring of Invincibility. Let's go right into this area. Let's start roasting some disciples. Because there's another Tome of Power here. But there are also plenty of disciples of the Sparrow. And you can just roast them all in a place like this and get some pretty good results out of it. And look at that. We didn't even use the Morpho and we kill all the enemies, so chicken! And there are 2 Shadow Spheres in this level as well. And this is a place where you can get the Fire Mace as well. So, yeah, that's nearly everything. Should be like 1 stray item. Yeah, and it's a quartz flask. While you're here, though, you want to watch out for this button. Press that, and you should be good to go. And I believe it opens up this area with a Phoenix Rod. But when you're done with everything, you can try landing here and doing some funny platforming. If you fail the platforming, you can use those Wings of Wrath. It'll make it much easier, like so. Because the exit is right here. It's been here all along. But we have everything, so let's press this button and get out. Alright, that was the Water Shrine. And yeah, I don't know. I find this level to be annoying, pretty much, because it's like there are way too many disciples of the Sparrow on this level. Because it's just disciples and fire gargoyles and nothing else. The lack of variety brings this level down. I would have really preferred to see like at least 1 undead warrior, maybe some more enemies in the titular like shrine area. Nitro golems, regular golems, anything else but endless waves of disciples and the occasional fire gargoyle. But you know what? You have to go out of your way to really play this level if you really want to, but still, you could also probably obviously tell that this level was made more for multiplayer, but you know how it is. It has enemies on it. It's single player enough for me. But anyways, we are done with this level, and there were no changes to this one. I don't think there were any changes to any of the episode 6 levels, but we're playing with the new balance weapons and enemies anyway. So I guess that's a change, so since we're done with this level, I will see you in the next one, and that one will be American's Legacy. But until then, I'll see you when I see you, so see ya.